Epictetus says the following about it: reading should serve the goal of attaining peace. If it doesn't make you peaceful, what good is it?
I would say that I would expand from reading into, let's say, reflecting, because in this way I could bring it closer to the coaching practice, correct? That what is the saying I have in mind is that reading, well, I say the purpose of the reading is to get you closer, because attaining peace is another thing, but at least to get you closer to attaining peace. And the purpose of personal development is again peace, happiness, let's say. Sometimes they're saying achieving your best version, or at least going towards your best version, correct? And what comes to my mind is one client, and I was coaching him years ago. And when I met him, he was first line manager. And because he started his professional life in a Delors cabinet, which is was a very prestigious commissioner, Jacques Delors, and then he was in that cabinet at a very young age. And therefore, I met him, let's say, 20 years after, and he was only first line manager. And that for him was a very frustrating position, because his colleagues, that means the ones that were with him in the same cabinet, were at that time already director general, right? Which means 2 or 3 layers above. It's an enormous difference, let's say, which is to say that he was very frustrated in his life, and certainly not in peace. And when we started the coaching session, with that typical for him, let's say, frustration and discontentment, and say, how could you help me? What could you do to help me, right? So I said, well, certainly I cannot give you the job of the director general. That's not within the ability of the coach. But I would say what I could do is to accompany you in the professional life, and hopefully 2 minds think better than one. And so we started the coaching for personal and professional development. And I would say thanks to this, or certainly I had a certain, even a small contribution, he then succeeded to become director, which certainly helped him a lot to feel better in his professional life. But it's not that the point I want to make here is that at, let's say, something like 2 years in the coaching process, he then told me, I have never been so happy in my life. Right? So we are now beyond this immediate, let's say, goal, which was advancing in a professional career, advancing in the grades, or advancing in the power, let's say, importance, visibility. Okay, that was as well. But his, let's say, happiness, or let's call it, as Epictetus say, peace, came not from there. Right, so the whole process of coaching made him so much aware of who he is, improved so much his relationships in the office, let's say, in the working place and in the private life, that he then said to me he was never that happy. And so what I would say is, just to come back to Epictetus, is that certainly reading can help you achieve, or to help you advance in that direction of peace. And if I may, if I could claim this, by the same token, the coaching process can help you advance in the same purpose, which is, let's say, the certainly the example of my client, the one that I gave, but obviously I have so many others in mind. And I will close our comment with this image and I would say that the reflection, the reading and the reflection helps you to advance. And at the end of the day, this is our main purpose in life, to advance, isn't it?